Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Daniel.
And I'm Grandpa.
I'm Megan. I'm Aunt Becky.
I'm Petey.
I'm Matt.
I'm Tracy. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Rolly.
And we're some of the Veggie boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see you. At this moment, we are taking care of morning chores. But not only were we doing that, we had a couple other jobs that were being taken care of. A really big job this morning was working on getting our bin emptied. We want to try and harvest some corn today. We're hoping the farm we're going to is going to be dry enough. It's been a little sloppy here as of late, but we're hoping we can get some nice harvest going. The bin is practically empty. We already took one truckload out today, and I think that's gonna be it. But the plan is to get back to harvesting, which is what we've really been looking forward to. We have had quite a few problems that have hindered us when it comes to harvest, but if we can get everything moving correctly, then we should be able to finish in no time. If you guys remember from the summer, we did a lot of baling here, whether it's hay or straw. Right here we have some oat straw, and our barn was too full, so we couldn't put square bales in, so we just round baled some. So normally we would use sawdust, but we have these bales lying around, and we think it's a great opportunity to use them. Anytime we add bedding to the pens, the cattle get really excited. Now, the type of straw we are using is oat straw, and if you remember, we feed oats to the cattle. So when they start to smell the oat straw getting spread around, this really excites them. They will be in here all day looking through that oat straw to see if they can find anything to snack on. That should about wrap up morning feeding. I know what the biggest job we have to do today is. Besides that, I'm not sure what else we have going on. I haven't been in the farm market much today, so I wouldn't know if we had any orders that needed to be filled. Even so, it's not too hard to find something to do right now. It is hunting season and everyone in the family hunts. Our families eat quite a bit, if you guys couldn't tell, so just trying to fill the freezer any way we can.
I broke this off the combine. I hit a tree with the unload auger. And this is the new one. We have to put the new one back on. My mechanic, Ace Mechanic, is going to do that for us.
Matthew's not here. He's the ace mechanic.
Ooh, it sounds like somebody just got a promotion.
I don't want the promotion.
And what are you doing today? Are you working with your cash register? Yeah. Oh, I'll take it. Thank you. Whose card is this? You can't get any work done around here without people parking their tractors in the way. Come on, get moving! We need this spot right here. Get moving!
I'm moving.
It's fixed. Well, I don't know if you want to hear this, but you're probably just top mechanic now.
We can get rid of Matthew now?
No, we can't get rid of Matthew. He's too good looking.
Yeah, all right.
I think Matt's kind of good looking.
It's just because he's your kid.
You're all my kids.
Now we have the fun task of taking the harvester to the farm we want to work at. It's going to take about an hour. And if you've never had the opportunity to drive in Pennsylvania, it's a lot of small roads, so it's gonna be tedious, but we'll be able to get it done. Daniel has attached our fancy flashing lights, and we're all ready to head over to the farm. We'll be there in no time. In the search of finding more ground to farm, we're expecting this to be more of a common thing. We're just happy that we're able to farm the ground. We appreciate it. Now the area we're in right now, the farmer has already gone through and cut his beans and his corn. We only have corn at this farm, but I know that he has a lot of issues with deer damage over at this farm. So we're gonna see what happens. We're kind of curious to see how our yields are. We're hoping things went well. We kind of got in a little bit later to plant, so we're expecting moisture to be a teensy bit high. But for all that's considered, we're just hoping the crop is nice. Now I'm not 100% sure if they're gonna be putting trees into here next year or the following year. So we may be back. Whatever the deal is, we're just happy to have some extra acreage. Now, even though this corn doesn't look the nicest, that's probably just because the top snapped off. The ears we have here are pretty massive. And a lot of the ears look just like this one. Yeah, I'm seeing quite a few ears, which is something that we like. And this was a 95-day corn, and we no-tilled it. In some areas, it is a little spotty where the corn sprouted, but for the most part, this stuff looks pretty nice. Now that Matt's here, we're gonna head home and move that auger around. We only needed someone here at the beginning in case for some reason the combine wasn't working correctly. But as you can see, things look to be running fine. And there we have it. All we need to do is hook our tractor up to the PTO to run the auger and the corn from the field, and we'll be ready to start unloading. Now we're gonna head back to where Dad is harvesting and grab him because it's lunchtime. We're gonna bring him back to eat and then take him back out. Oh, Matt's having a rough time. What's wrong, Matt?
I may have a superpower. Every time Dad jams up the combine, all I have to do is walk halfway out there, and then it fixes itself, and then I walk back.
I think Dad's in the zone because it is way past lunchtime and he has not stopped cutting. I have to go pick up Daniel from the fenced in farm. It's a farm that has a giant fence around it. We're not too crazy with the names. Matthew's gonna stay with the truck, and then once Dad's finished, he's gonna be moving over there. We've made it to our fenced in farm. We have quite a few acres here. Dad is gonna get working on harvesting. Something to keep in mind though, it does look a little wet in some spots. So we'll have to be pretty careful. Well, I made it home for lunch. Grammy had barbecue chicken sandwiches. I'm pretty late, so everything else has been put away, which is reasonable. There's no reason to keep everything out if only a couple people haven't eaten. I've been spending much of my time going back and forth between the farms that we've been working on and the home farm, just making sure nobody needed help. And as you'll see now, one of those wet spots got us. Kind of got stuck, but we have some equipment coming that's gonna help to get us pulled out, so hopefully we can get back to harvested or wait until this farm freezes. So since we're stuck, we called the only person we know that could really help us out, Raleigh. If you remember, we just gave Raleigh pies, but we gave him 2 pies, so now he had to help us.
I mean, I didn't sink too much in there. I'd just be worried about your head again.
Thank you very much, Raleigh. We appreciate it.
No problem.
If you remember back to when we were planting, we haven't had rain in this area at that time for a while. So everything was pretty dry. It's just kind of difficult sometimes because you don't realize how wet certain fields are, especially if they're not yours. We haven't worked in here much, but we'll figure it out and we'll be able to get everything harvested because the corn looks great. For when we planted it and it only being 90-day corn, it looks really good. Well, Dad, what's the consensus? Are you gonna head back out into the fields?
I quit.
Why is it difficult for you to stop though?
It's the last we have to do. We have this 25 acres and we're done.
We'd love to get it done, but as we've mentioned already, it's just too muddy. And that'll do it for harvesting corn for the time being. Some of you may remember not too long ago, we all got new boots. Well, myself, Daniel, and Matthew. I tried to get Dad a pair. He wouldn't want them, but I think Rock Rooster sent him a pair anyway. They knew his size. So I know I've already mentioned it before, but big thank you to Rock Rooster. These boots are really comfortable. And if any of you are interested in getting a new pair of boots, we have links down in the description of each of our videos for Rock Rooster boots, and they're always super comfortable. But there's also a code there, and if you use that code, you get a certain percentage off, and it actually benefits us here at the Veggie Boys. So if any of you need new footwear or just new comfy footwear, check out Rock Rooster, and remember, use the links in the description to make sure you get that little discount. And what are we doing here?
We're counting. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
Oh my, that one's a big number.
Now, a lot of you may have never seen the sawdust pit this empty, and the only reason why it's empty is because when they've called us, we haven't gone and picked it up, which is something that we don't like to do. If they ever call for sawdust, we like to just run over and pick it up because it's so important to us. However, we've been so busy that we can't just drop whatever we're doing to go get sawdust all the time. So the pit's gotten a little bit low, but we're gonna try and fill it back up now. We're all down checking on the job we did at bedding up the cattle, and we seem to have done a nice job. Everything looks dry, the cattle are looking nice and clean, and if we can keep things dry, that means we can keep our cattle healthy and comfortable, which is two things that are very important to us. Easy baby, easy baby. We are now working on putting everything away in the farm market. Stuff has been pulled off the shelves, all the customers are now gone, and Callie is helping us out. Come on, Callie, come on! Farm market is all closed up and we are on our way up to the house. At the moment though, there are still people working down here. We got Gavin, Joel, and Megan making cookies. So their workday is not finished, it is still going on. And I think they're gonna make Italian and chocolate chip tonight. Dinner smells good. What are we having? Woo! We're having kielbasa and sauerkraut for dinner with mashed potatoes. Thank you! Thank you! Oh, don't put his pants on your head! Daniel, I don't need you anymore. I got Callie. It's official. Found my pants. We are now getting ready to eat dinner, so you guys know what that means. This is where we're gonna end the video today. I would like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.